welcome to the Carlos Baerga Show with me, Gab Gowdy, and of course, Cleveland Indians legend, Carlos Baerga. And we're here with our producer, always Positive J. Now, guys, we have a really big week.
Yes.
Big week. We have meaningful baseball games being played by the Cleveland Guardians. Are you guys excited? Like, what are you thinking right now?
I am very excited and I'm happy and I really want to play right now.
Oh, you want to be out on the field.
I want to be on the field. I want to get there. Opening day is when you get kind of nervous a little bit. You see the fans coming in. We start practicing. We go to spring training, but we like to be on opening day. And I remember you remember that I said the first time, my first opening day was crazy because it snowed the first day. My second one that I loved was here in Jacob Field that I love it. You know, we played 12 innings against Randy Johnson, but I'm never going to forget about. But I know tomorrow is going to be a big day for a lot of young players that we have in our organization. New guys that are making the team, new guys are playing a new position too, and I think it's going to be exciting for everybody. But I'm happy. I'm happy that we are ready to do the show for you guys today.
Yeah, we're ready. The Guardians are ready. We're ready. What else we're going to do this show? We're going to get ready for the season with you guys, obviously. We're going to break down some matchups for this week.
Yes.
We're going to look at some topics around the league. And what else are we going to do?
We have a special guys coming in right here. And you know what? Remember, Carlos Baerga, Omar Vizquel, and Jim Tommy. And next week, we're going to have a surprise. But today is going to be a big day for you guys because you're going to have somebody that really helped me a lot. When you remember all the RBIs that I have, that guy helped me a lot. So we're going to talk about it. I don't want to say anything about it, but I think it's going to be really good. But we need to start with something like what the Cleveland Guardians need to do to start the season this year like the way last year. I think that's the biggest question that we need to have. And I think it's going to be the leadoff guy. Steven Kwan. Steven Kwan is the one to get everything going. Is the one to get on base. Is the one to put pressure to the to the pitching staff. Is the one that that take pitches in there. So for prepare for Jose Ramirez. So I think he's gonna be the key for us. Again, all-star guy.
He's an all-star guy. Yeah, I think we also need our starters to go more innings than they did last season.
Yes.
That's a big ask, but I think that they can do it.
I think so.
I think they can do it.
I think they can do it. They got more experience. The guy that we talked last week about is going to be Gavin Williams. That we need him to step up, to go to another level. And we have another pitcher that we're going to talk later on. We're going to talk about, they made the club. He's been pitching, but I think he never had this opportunity that he's having. He pitched really good in spring training, and I think he's going to do it. I think Logan is going to be big for us.
Yeah, so last year the Guardians started their season. They won 8 of their first 10 games.
Yes.
And they played against the A's, the Mariners, the Twins, and the White Sox, 4 teams that did not make the playoffs.
Yes.
But we're starting off with 2 teams that did.
Yes.
Kansas City and San Diego.
Kansas City have a good pitching staff. I
do.
love the pitching staff that they have. I think they, when you have Lugo, you have Wakai, and you have the lefty that they have in there, they're really good. And they had 3 big players, but I think I have good news.
What's the good news?
Good news for us, and I know it's a bad news for Kansas City. I don't think that they're going to have Pascuatino playing the first couple games because he's hurt.
He got a little injured.
Yeah, he got an injury.
Hamstring.
So I think that's a great opportunity. You remember when he's in the lineup, that lineup is different. They have a new guy in there. Jonathan India is the little guy. I think that was a great acquisition for them. He's gonna be hitting first, for that lineup. And we need to tell everybody they have, for me, the guy that can maybe win the MVP this year.
Yep.
Bobby Witt Jr. When you have Bobby Witt Jr., you have a great opportunity to win games and stuff like that. And then we cannot forget about the guy that always kill us. Well, we're going to do something. I think the scouting report is going to help us a lot. Salvador Perez.
He's going to hit the ball.
I know. He's a great hitter, stuff like that. But I believe we are ready. I think this year is going to be very special. And I picked the Guardians to go all the way.
All the way? What's all the way? To the World Series?
To the World Series.
Oh my
we going
gosh,
over
to the
there.
World Series?
Yes. You ready?
I think me and Carlos are on board with this one together.
You like it?
Oh, I think they are. Like I predicted on our little thing that I think they're going to be the David Goliaths World Series Guardians versus the Dodgers. One with the payroll that just seems like unlimited against the small market team, and I think that would be great for baseball, honestly.
I agree. I mean, it would be great for me personally, but I think it would also be great for baseball.
I love it. I think that we have a great camp. We did really good. I think, that everybody got an opportunity. We even have players that don't make the roster, to start the year. But I think we are going through a great moment as an organization, and I think it's going to be big. And you know what? It's going to be here when we're going to let everybody know what they have, what they need, and what we're going to get through. And something that I want to bring right away is we have a couple guys hurt. They're going to come in July or maybe in June. It's going to be like we make a big trade. So when you have guys like Bieber,
yes. When
you have guys like Fry, he was big for us last year, coming through. You remember the homer that he hit here? Oh, my God.
Against the Yankees? Yeah, wow. And I remember the one against the Tigers, too. That one was
boom.
Incredible.
I love it. I'm never going to forget about it. And another guy that I think is going to step up and be here with us maybe May or June, it's going to be Trevor Stephan. You remember that reliever?
Oh, yeah.
We have a great reliever. We have one of the best relievers, one of the best reliever stuff in the league. And I think we're going to get better when he get there, too. So I think we have a great opportunity this year.
Yeah, I'm excited. You guys are excited. I'm sure you guys are also excited, but we're going to take a break right now. And when we come back, we're going to talk about a trade that just went down a few days ago. Welcome back to the Carlos Baerga Show with me, Gab Gowdy, Cleveland Indians legend, Carlos Baerga, and our producer, always positive, Jay. Now, before we get started with the Cleveland Guardians headline, the Carlos Baerga Show is a proud sponsor by Infinity. Safety has never looked this good. With a suite of standard intelligent safety features, the all-new QX80 is as safe as it is luxurious. The Infinity QX80 is great for the whole family as it offers 3 spacious rows and is an IIHS top safety pick. So go check out everything Infinity has to offer right now. Now, we had a trade happen.
Yes.
I didn't think that was going to happen. I did not think we were going to get anything crazy like that to start the season, but Tyler Freeman was sent to the Rockies, and we got back Nolan Jones. What do you guys think about this trade? What do you think about this move?
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. I think Nolan Jones he's from here. He comes from a family. I know that he went for a couple of years, to Colorado. But I believe Nolan Jones, if he come back, putting the numbers that he put up his first year in Colorado, over 20 homers, 62 RBIs, 20 stolen base, hit 297. If he get closer, a little bit closer like that, I think it's going to be really good. I think our field is going to be Juan, Thomas in center field, and it's going to be between John Kensey and Nolan Jones. I believe it's going to be, I think our field, our field is going to be better too on defense because, he bring an unbelievable, one of the best on in the league. You know how many assists he got with Colorado? 19.
Oh, wow. Yeah,
19. So I believe that he's going to help us out. That's a good trade that we make. And the thing was, there was the best friend in the minor leagues.
Yeah.
Tyler Freeman and him, that was best friend.
Did you see their FaceTime story?
Yes,
yeah, that was pretty cute.
That was amazing. I know we're going to miss Tyler Freeman. He was a great utility guy here. He played shortstop. He played second base. He plays center field, and he came and, run. But I believe that I think we made a great decision making this trade. I don't know what you think about.
Do you think it'll affect John Kinsey in a good way or a bad way? Like some people, they like that competition. It brings out the best of them. Where some people, they cower the competition. It affects them, and they don't do as good and stuff. It doesn't get they lose their confidence. What's your thoughts on that, Carlos?
Well, at the beginning, I was saying that I want John Kensey at least to get 400 bats because we need to know what he's capable. The numbers that he can put in there. Now we bring in Nolan Jones. I know he's gonna get some at bat against righty, and I think John Kensey is gonna be against lefty. But you know what? I think it's going to be really good for the team. And the way our manager play our players, he like to play everybody. He like to keep everybody fresh. And it's going to be opportunity. And he's not afraid to pinch it in the third inning, in the fourth, in the fifth, on the sixth. He do it anytime. So
he's a pretty good pinch hitter. We've seen a couple big hits in the playoffs from him.
Yes. Well, we got a big one. You remember that one?
I was actually sitting on the home run deck and watching it come at me. I'm like,
no.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome.
Incredible.
Oh my God!
What was your thoughts on this trade, Gab?
Oh, I think the trade is good. We know what Nolan Jones could be. We saw what he did in Colorado the first year, and if he could get back to anything close to that, I think that's beneficial for our team.
I love it. And you know what? The way Colorado Rocky was playing in that division, they were going to finish again this year in the last place.
Right.
4 years in a row, finish the last place. I think it's going to be very hard for a player. I remember my first 2 years here in Cleveland, we finished the last place, 100 games. We lost 100 games. The second year, I think we lost 105. It was very hard, but thanks God that everything changed. Going to the new stadium, Jacob Field, it was nice. At the beginning, it's kind of hard. No matter what, when you get traded, you always want to be in a team to help you out. But I think for Nolan, he started here. He got drafted here. He was the second round for us in that year, in 2016, I believe that it was. So I think he's happy.
He seems excited. He seems excited. He posts on his Instagram story immediately after with little home emojis of it. I think he's happy to be here.
Yes.
I mean, anyone would be happy to go from...
We are for playoff. We go to the World Series this year.
Yeah, we're going to the World Series. Everybody pack your bags. Nolan Jones is going to be out there during the World Series, so he already knows he's excited.
Yeah. I don't know if you like it, Positive Jay.
I love it. I think it was a great move. Like you said, Carlos, he doesn't have to adapt so much. He knows where everything is. This is all familiar surroundings. For a move right before the season, it's, I think, good that you brought someone that's familiar with the area. Like, Carlos, you've been trading in your career before. What's that like for you?
Yeah, well, but it's kind of hard at the beginning. That's what I said before. But then you have to think about this is the business decision, and I think you have to take the best out of it. Go in there, try to put the numbers, try to do the best you can. It's a new family. It's when you go, you get a new home. You get a new car or something like that, you got to get used to it. But I think if they're both going to be okay, it's going to be good for Nolan. Mm-hmm. They're going to get their bats. They're going to have the opportunity to play with a winning team. And for Tyler Freeman, maybe he had the opportunity to play second base in there right next to Ezequiel Tobar. He's a great, one of the best shortstop in the game. So I believe it's good because the guy that was going to play second base, he got hurt. Strada. So he's hurt for 3 months. So I think Tyler Freeman's going to have their bats that he never had before in their life.
Yeah, so let's transition a little bit. Talk about someone that was named as our 5th starter in the rotation. Logan Allen made the team. How long of a leash do you think Logan Allen will have with the squad? And what are your thoughts on him being named the 5th starter?
I think this is a great opportunity because I don't think Logan never started the season as a started right away. He always come in, during the season, and then he made couple starts, stuff like that. I think this is going to be really good for him. I think he got the ERA 189 in the games that he pitched in spring training. So I love him. We have a young pitching staff right now. Tanner Bybee, that he just signed a multi-year contract. We're going to talk about in a couple of minutes. And then Gavin Williams, that I've been saying for the last few days, if this guy become the pitcher that I think that he can be, I think it's going to be really, really big for our organization. Luis Ortiz, we make a big trade for him with the Pirates. And I love that guy. I love this guy. I know that he don't pitch that good in spring training, but I think spring training is over.
That was a practice. That's not a real game. Yeah.
No. I want the real game. I want the real stuff, and I believe that he's gonna step up and he's gonna be there. He got the best stuff. He got the best stuff. He got the best fastball. Out of everybody.
How much do you look into spring training numbers? Because we were talking earlier, pitchers could throw the same pitch 7 times in a row because they just want to learn and get used to that pitch. When it's pitching, how much are those numbers really important? Because it just doesn't seem all that important to me until the season really starts to see what you got.
one of the things we need to know if he's working in a new pitch too. So we don't know that. Maybe he's working on something. Maybe he's trying to find out a cutter or a sinker, maybe the change or something like that. And he's working on that. But I believe that he got the arm. I think he got the arm. I think he got a great future in our organization, and I believe he's going to do good. I think he's going to step up and do what he know he's capable to do. This is the big opportunity for him. We believe in young players. I think it's going to be really good. Ben Lively is the veteran players that we have. Veteran pitchers that we have in there. That guy showed everybody last year that he's a warrior in the mound. He give you innings. And we need that.
Yes, we do.
This is very important this year. Our staff need to go at least 5 or 6. We cannot have this that happened in the last part of the season when the starter was going just 4 innings, because we're gonna have to use our bullpen a lot, and we don't need that because we're going all the way through where?
We're going to the World Series, guys. My bags are packed, okay? We're going to the World Series.
Let's do it. Believe it. And we're going to do it.
We're going to be there. Okay, when we come back from this break, we'll get into some more things about the Guardians matchups that we have this coming week. Welcome back to the Carlos Baerga Show with me, Gab Gowdy, Cleveland Indians legend himself, Carlos Baerga, and our producer, always positive Jay. Now, Carlos, you have a surprise for us.
I have a big surprise. I love this guy because he was big for my career. This guy was the one that, that got the Cleveland Indians going every game. Every day he stepped on the field, something was going to happen. He doing bunting, he doing hitting, stealing bases, grabbing the ball over the fence, like oh my God, like Michael. He always think that he was Michael Jordan. I say, no, you are no Michael Jordan. You Kenny Lofton. Don't try to be like that. This guy is amazing. That's my brother, Kenny Lofton, in the house. How you doing, my friend?
I'm doing good, brother. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm here with Gaby. I call Gaby Omar Vizquel, and I call BJ over there. The man, he's a producer over there. I call him Gene Tommy, the guy that cleaned the bases, and we are here with you. Kenny, I want to talk to you. I was checking here in the computer. You first, I don't know if there was an opening day or maybe you came up in September or in August because you just got with Houston, 79 at bat. Mm-hmm. But I know that 1992 was the first opening day for you. Tell me about that feeling, to be in an opening day.
I mean, it was awesome. It was just being a part of the organization that traded for you, and just going there, and the excitement that everyone had for opening day is always something special. And I will never forget the opening day in Cleveland. It just felt good. I felt like this team was ready to play, and we did okay. We didn't do that good, but
humble
it was
right
fun.
There. Humble, so humble. Okay, so Kenny, for you, we have Cleveland Guardians baseball coming up. Meaningful baseball. Do you have any predictions, hot takes, things that you're looking forward to see this season?
I just want the team just to maintain what they can do and what they did toward the end of the season. And hopefully they don't wear their bullpen out like they did last year. Let some of the starters go a little longer, have those bullpens nice and fresh when it comes into the playoffs. That's what you're looking forward to.
Kenny, I've been dying to ask you this question. In today's game, how many bases do you think you could actually steal? Because I mean, if you get 100 hits, I could see you stealing 200
Wow,
bases.
that's a good question right there. Yeah. Papi, no. Don't be robbing that from me, man. I was coming with that question right there.
I've been wanting to ask him that since I met him at the Sports Awards.
Well, probably over 100 easy. Because if I get on base that many times, and with the bases being bigger and with them only thrown over twice, it'd be really easy for me to steal 100 easy. And that might be in July, August when I have those many stolen bases. So I can get more than that.
Yeah, I feel like once they threw over for the second time, you just pretty much, you had them at that point. If it was today's game.
Pretty much. Yeah, in today's game, once they throw that second, what you do is you make them throw over twice, knowing that the third time I'm gone.
Wow. In 1995, when we played 142 games, 1994, he got 60. We just 112 games. So, this guy was going to over 100 easy. Kenny, I had to ask you about, we have a team that was so special because we know how to play together. We look each other and we talk about it, before the game, before, we're going to face, like Randy Johnson that we facing in game 6. Tell everybody how we prepare every time we were gonna face a pitcher as a team.
So, people don't understand the preparation we did. We came in there knowing what the pitchers did, what was their strength, what was his weakness, and we just pretty much told ourselves we're going to stick with the plan.
Yes.
And a lot of teams don't stick with their plan. We had a plan that's saying that we're going to have this pitcher to throw at least close to whatever 100 pitches by the 5th inning. We let them know we're going to take pitches, and wear that starting pitcher out to get in the bullpen. And that was our game plan, and we pretty much did that to a T. And then once it come down toward the bullpen, we just wore those guys out.
Well, but Kenny, but remember something. We have a team that we kill people too. And for fun, we can. If they throw a fastball, you better be ready to catch it over the fence over there. When you have Albert Bell, your Eddie Murray, Jim Thome, Manny Ramirez, that was a special team that we have in there.
Yeah, so you guys seem like you're pretty well connected still, like a well-knit. You guys talk all the time.
Yes.
How many of your teammates do you keep in contact with, and do you guys have a group chat where you're like talking about games, sending memes? Like, what are you guys talking about in that?
We have a chat just.
You do?
Kenny, Albert Bell, and myself. Kenny, talk to them. Let them know how beautiful is that chat. Let them know, please.
Well, I don't know if the word's gonna be beautiful because it might be some language thrown in that
gets
chat.
Spicy in there.
Yeah.
It might be some chats. It might be some F-bombs in there.
Yeah.
And talking about certain things that's going on in the game and how the game is being played and how easy it will be for us. People think because these guys throw the ball hard.
Yes.
And we was like, that's easy. You can throw 100 miles an hour. We hit 100 miles an hour easy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what these guys don't understand. It was the breaking ball that was tough. And a lot of these guys don't throw great breaking balls anymore. They think they can just throw it hard. But also, we had a good eye at the plate.
Yes.
That's what people don't understand. When 95, we had a lot of walks.
Yeah.
We had the highest on-base percentage, the most walks, the least amount of strikeouts because we understood the strike zone. Nowadays, they don't understand it.
Yeah. Me and Carlos, we were just talking about that. I used to go through your guys' box scores. It was 300, 325, 333, 305. Like, everyone was hitting 300. Now, you guys were talking about spicy stuff over here. And one of my all-time favorites, I think you came all the way around from first in a playoff game against the Seattle Mariners when Randy Johnson was pitching. And you just went all the way home. And I don't think he liked that very much. And it seemed like after that, he just could kind of throw it at your head a lot. Have you ever talked to Randy Johnson after you guys retired? Or
no.
You guys No, I haven't talked to Randy. I saw him a couple of times, but we never had the conversation about that. But it was more that everyone tried to intimidate me, in which Randy, people don't understand.
Yes.
That time they keep showing that video that me and Randy got into it. It's been plenty times before that he has thrown at me.
Yes.
But that was probably the 4th or 5th time that I just kind of like, okay, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of you keep throwing at me. But people think it was the 1st or 2nd time. No, that was like the 5th time.
Sandy was having none of it. That's all I know. It took like the entire team to hold Sandy Alomar Jr. back from him.
Sandy,
I'm just like,
Sandy
let him
knew.
go, man.
Sandy was pissed.
Yeah, we were pissed off. But the team that we have as a team, we care about each other. We fight, against anybody. We wasn't afraid. And the thing is, every time we step in the field, we believe in ourselves. And that's something that a winning team, they need to know that. We need to believe, as a team together, know everybody, what it takes to be a winner. I need to get a walk here. I need to steal a base. I need to bring that guy from third base or second base. So those are little things that we need to know. Kenny, I've been saying to everybody that you are going to be in the Hall of Fame. You're a Hall of Famer for me. 6-time All-Star, 4 Gold Glove, 299 hitting average in the big leagues in 17 years. This guy was a special guy. But the number that I really love is 622 stolen bases. I remember, and I say to everybody, you was a great basketball player in Arizona. You signed with Houston, but you came to Cleveland, and I remember what they did when they bring Rod Carew to help you out. You can tell a little bit to everybody how important that was for your career?
Well, the thing about it, I understood. I knew how to bunt, but Rod Carew, just because he bunted from both sides of the plates, just bunting to third base, I think I was the best at it ever.
Yes.
But going to first base, Rod Carew was really good at that.
Yes.
So they had him to come in and work with me going toward first base. And that kind of put me on a whole new level, bunting toward the right side of the field. And I just perfected it after that. And I just kept doing it my whole career.
Yeah, so you guys were some bad boys to play against. I know a lot of teams probably did not like playing against you guys. Did you guys have any on-field beef with any teams that you loved to play because you knew you annoyed them? Is there anything like that?
Chicago White Sox.
No,
the White Sox.
First of all, they don't like Kenny because Kenny's from Chicago. Mm-hmm. Kenny from Chicago. So they say, what you doing playing with Cleveland? No. We just friends around. Yeah.
No, but I think a lot of teams didn't like us because of our cocky attitude.
Yes.
We felt like we can win no matter what. We tell our pitchers, just give us a chance to get to the whatever 7th, 8th, 9th inning. If you give up runs, we're going to get them back for you. And that was the team concept and the team attitude we had was like, it doesn't matter how many runs we are down.
Yes.
We're going to find a way to score runs and get into that bullpen and get those runs back. That was the attitude. We had this attitude that we don't give a dang who's pitching.
Yes.
How many runs we're down. And that was just this thing we had. It was kind of scary to believe that you come to the ballpark knowing that the Cleveland Indians is going to kick your butt. The other teams felt that. That's what we felt, and they knew it too.
Yes. Kenny, thank you very much for being with us. It was an honor to have you. Hall of Famer from the Cleveland Indians, Kenny Lofton. Thank you to be with us. And you know what? I see you at the ballpark. I know you're going to be around over there. I know it's important. Hey, young player, if you want to talk to somebody about stealing, catching the ball in center field, base running, this is the guy you need to talk to, Kenny Lofton. Do you want to say something else, Gabby?
Kenny, thank you for your time for today. And when we get back to you guys, we will be talking some more about a Cleveland Guardian trade that happened in our matchups that we're going to have this coming weekend. Thanks. Welcome back to the Carlos Baerga Show. I'm Gab Gowdy with Cleveland Indians legend Carlos Baerga and our producer, always Positive J.
Now, it's funny, between every break, all of us danced for that little music.
I know, man. I love it. The producer, man, he did a great job with the music. Yeah. I love music.
Yeah, yes. It's getting us pumped up for these games that we're about to watch starting tomorrow. So we're starting with an AL Central rival. That makes the start of the season a little spicy. We have the Royals.
You know what? Royals. This team, they make a lot of improve this year. They bring a new closer, Carlos Esteves. They add again Michael Lawrence, to their pitching staff. That's one of the best in the game. When you have Reagan, you got Lugo, you got Waka, you have three good pitchers. They did a great job last year, 16-9. Said Lugo finishing, in the bodies for the Cy Young, and then Waka 13-8, and then you got Reagan 11-9. He's gonna be the first pitcher. But you know what? We have something for him. We got Noel. Noel hit a homer.
Yes, he did.
Last year against him, hit 500 against him, 2 RBIs. And, Stephen Kwan, he don't care if you lefty, righty, you can throw it over the sky. He going to hit a double for you to start the game. I hope that if he start with a base hit, we're going to score right away. We need to put pressure on this team right away.
Of course we do. You know what we have for Seth Lugo?
Who?
Nolan Jones, because he hit a home run off of him too.
Oh, yeah. We that's why we made the trade.
And Carlos Santana.
Hey,
He got some home runs there too.
well, I think we okay. I think we need to get out from this road trip at least 2-1. 2-1 against Kansas City. We need to get out from there. That's the way we think. When we go to a road trip, let's win series. We don't have to sweep. Let's win series. Remember, Kansas City played against us really good last year.
Yes, they did.
And because they
beat us 5-8. Yep.
Yeah, so we need to step up at least 2-1 and be happy to get out from there.
Okay, let me ask you guys this. This is probably like a fun one for the fans. Would you be surprised if we see Austin Hedges in the lineup on opening day?
Oh, it's going to play because Bob Naylor is a lefty.
Yep.
Riggins is a lefty. So I think because he's going to play the next 2 games against righty because Lugo and Waka and maybe Keenan Cease, he's going to be playing at least 3 out of 4 on those games. I think the first game, we need to go with the veteran.
Yeah. He's 2 for 2.
I love it. And he hit a homer in the last game of spring training.
He did.
So I believe
Hot bat.
Hedges, he's ready.
He's ready.
He's ready to rumble. Yes.
Go with Hedges. Is he going to wear a shirt after the game, though? That's the
Oh.
I mean, if he hits a home run, he's going to do a shirtless
He
little
worked
interview.
out. He said he got 8. He got 6 packs plus 2 more.
Oh, he's going to be one
He
to
got
show
8.
it off now.
8 now. He got 8 6-packs.
Hey, you know who else has been working out? Jose Ramirez.
Yeah, no,
He's been working out.
This guy is amazing, man.
Yeah.
I know he want to get 40 and 40. I know when he missed that homer to go in there, to get the 40 and 40. It's amazing what he's been doing for this organization. And I know he want to stay here for more years. And I know he's working out. He's in the best shape of his career. I saw him in videos, and I saw him in Dominica. He looked really good.
So you're talking like MVP year for him. We're
What?
doing MVP numbers?
What? I think
You think so?
I think he can do
Aaron
it.
Judge out the way. We got the MVP on our team.
It's going to be between Bobby Witt, Aaron Judge, and Jose Ramirez. Those 3 guys.
They're going to do it.
They got
You
the
forgot
opportunity
Carl
to do it.
Manzardo.
Who?
Manzardo's
Oh!
Manzardo MVP?
You know how we call Manzardo? We call him Mario brother. Mario. Mr. Mario.
Mr. Mario?
Mr.
Why, the
Mario.
mustache? Is it the mustache?
The mustache. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. So it's going to be good. Then we play San Diego.
Yes, then we're going against the Padres, who were also a playoff team.
Yes.
Yeah, they're very good.
The Padres good. They have a good team. They know how to play. They got veteran players. They got the 3-time batting champion Luis Arraez playing that team. So he's there. Machado, he's healthy. And then they got healthy too, Fernando Tatis, and they add to the team Jose Iglesias, Gurriel, Yuli Gurriel. To the team and one of the best catchers of the game, Maldonado, is going to be one of the catchers over there too. So I believe they have a pretty good team. We need to step up and beat this team right away in the first game to put pressure on them.
Yeah, we're also going to be going against Michael King and Dylan Cease, which
Yes.
again is no easy task.
No.
They're very great pitchers.
No. Well, let's see what's going to happen. I think we have a great opportunity to beat these guys right away. So I think if we get out from this road trip, at least we're going to play 9 games. Let's throw
You
out
stole
the
my
numbers.
question.
Oh, that
Yeah,
was
that's what
the
I was
question?
going to go for right there.
Oh my! I'm sorry. Let's do it again. Do it.
No, you got it. All I was going to say was, do you think the Guardians can return home from these 9 games above 500?
Yes. I
Yeah?
think we can do it. If we get out, if we come back here at least 5 and 4 on the 9 games, we play 9 games.
Yeah. We'll be good to go.
It'd be really good. But I think, you know what? No, 6 and 3.
6 and 3.
I like
yeah,
that
I like
one.
that too.
I like
we're
that
starting
one.
8 and
Yes.
2. That's my prediction.
What
right
about
now.
like 9 and 0?
6 and 3.
What if we just go 9 and 0 and we win every game and we never
if
lose
we
again?
go 9-0,
That
they
works.
better put
I'll deal
the
with it.
Raise
trophy
the banner
already.
now, yeah.
Yeah. No, but 6 and 3, it would be perfect.
We also are playing the Angels during that
Yes.
little road trip, so
So-
that'll be good.
They improve a lot. They have a new team. Mike Trout, he's healthy too. So it's gonna be good. So those are the things that we need to sweep. The Angels.
Bring the brooms all day, every day.
No. We don't say it, but at least sweep the Angels. Yes.
Yeah, so we have a couple fun matchups coming this week. Can't wait to watch them. It's going to be super exciting, but we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about things around the league. Welcome back to the Carlos Baerga Show. I'm Gab Gowdy with Cleveland Indians legend Carlos Baerga and always positive Jay. Now, the Cleveland Guardians aren't the only team starting the season. We got some other matchups that we need to talk about. Mm-hmm. So, what matchup are you most excited for opening weekend?
Well, I think it's going to be Stade Escobar against Yamamoto. I think that's the biggest, Detroit against the Dodgers. It's going to be,
he's going against Snell. He's going against
Blaze Snell. Yeah. I'm sorry. Blaze Snell. Two guys, you know what? They win a Cy Young. They win a Cy Young. They're going to, face each other. Detroit played really good last year. They did a great job, and everybody know that. We know the best team on paper is the Dodgers. But I always say the last team that win back-to-back was the Yankees, all the way back in 2000. I think that's not going to happen again.
Oh,
so I'm saying it here. But you know what? I believe that's my favorite one.
Yeah, I like that. I like that matchup too because that's going to be a great test and a great statement for the Tigers. If they could start the season out hot against the Dodgers, I would be a little concerned about what they're going to do.
And then the second game is going to be Jack Flaherty. The pitch for the Tigers and pitch for the Dodgers last year. So I believe it's going to be
that'll be a little interesting.
Yeah. I'd say my favorite is also that the Detroit Dodgers. I'm hoping the Dodgers just sweep the Tigers and give us a nice start to our division lead there. That would be really
great.
Nice. What's yours, Gab?
Well, I mean, obviously the Tigers versus the Dodgers, but I'm excited to see how Clay Holmes is going to do in a starting role with the Mets. Okay. So he got a lot of backlash last year as the closer role as the Yankees. The Yankees fans seemed like they were kind of done with him, and it seems like the Mets fans have taken him in. He has a full beard now. Yeah. Seems like he's a changed man. Yeah. So I'm excited to see
I
what
like
he's
the
do.
Mets because I hate the Yankees so much, and Carlos played for him too.
Well, I think the Clay Holmes starting.
Oh, you're not with it?
I am not. Why you want to put pressure on him right away like that? When this guy is being a reliever the last 4 years, I think he started with Pittsburgh, but it's not the same start with Pittsburgh to start with the Mets when there's a pressure on them because the two starters that they have, they're hurt, Montas and Manaea. So he need to step up and be that guy in there. But I think they have Senga. Why you sign a Japanese guy, you give him so much money, and he don't start in the first game? So that's my question in there. But nothing. I think he pitched really good he pitched really good in spring training. He did a great job. He's starting, I think, 13 innings, 19 strikeouts, something like that. 0.98 ERA. He did a great job in there. He's going to face Framber Valdez.
Yes, he is.
So it's going to be a good matchup right there, too, I believe.
Yeah, and the Mets have high expectations for this season.
Yes.
So I'm excited to see what's going to happen. So, Carlos, you were part of the Indians turnaround in the early to mid-'90s.
Yes.
Which team could you see making the biggest improvements this season?
Wow. The biggest improvement this year. Wow. It's going to be, I think, Cincinnati Reds.
The Reds? Yeah.
I think Cincinnati Reds. Adding Terry Francona in there, I think they're going to improve. They have a young nucleus in there, but they know how to play the game. They got a lot of talents in the field, with these young players. I think they're going to step up, and they're going to put pressure. They're playing a good division, too, where you have Milwaukee and the Cubs in there. You have your hands full. But I believe that, the Cincinnati Reds are going to be a team they're going to improve a lot.
I agree. I think Cruz is showing he's been a lot more disciplined at the plate this spring training.
Yes.
I think Terry Francona is going to make him the all-star that he's possibly could be, just like he did with Jose Ramirez.
He already put in the hitting third.
Yeah.
Last year, he was hitting 7, 8, 9. He was hitting behind over there. And you know what? Terry is a guy, they know, how to communicate to the players. He's a veteran guy. But you know what? They still missing a big bat in there. And I thought they was going to sign Pete Alonso when he was, through there. And then when he asked for 7 years, nobody gave it to him. And he finished signing 2 years, something like that, and an option, something like that. I thought that Cincinnati need a guy like that, superstar, a guy that with that young team in front of him and that ballpark that the ball fly. I thought it was going to be perfect for him. But they decide to go with the young players. That's good, but I think they're going to improve a lot.
When we come back, guys, we're going to do some predictions. MVP.
Cy Young.
Rookie of the Year?
Yes.
We'll be back with that. Welcome back, everybody, to the Carlos Baerga Show. I'm Gab Gowdy with Cleveland Indians legend Carlos Baerga and our producer, always Positive J. Now, we're going to give you guys some predictions, some season awards. MVP, Cy Young, Rookie of the Year. We are doing it all. So, Carlos, I'm going to start with you.
Yes.
MVP, who do you got?
MVP, I think the American League, I want Jose Ramirez to fight with Bobby Witt Jr. I think Bobby Witt Jr. is the number one. Number one, everybody think, and he showed it in spring training. He showed it the last 2 years. He been the best shortstop in the game, putting numbers, stuff like that. I think this guy going to step up and go to a next level. I think he got everything that you need for an MVP, and I hope that Jose Ramirez fight with him. So because we need Jose to go to a next level too. If he can win it, it will be special for us. But I think it's going to be in the American League, Bobby Witt Jr. In the National League, I think they're going to give it to Ohtani again because, he's amazing.
He's pitching again.
Yes.
He's pitching again.
It's going to be him, it's going to be Freeman, or it's going to be Juan Soto. If Juan Soto win the MVP, that means the Mets are going all the way. So I think they give him $760 million for something. So he might do it. What do you think, Jay?
I'm going MVP. I'm going to have a surprise, and it's going to be on our team. It's not Jose.
Oh!
Stephen Kwan is going to
Stephen
win the
Kwan?
MVP.
Stephen Kwan for MVP. Write it down now. Everybody get it before it's too late.
He's going to hit over like 380, just stealing bases left and right. And with Jose batting behind him at second, he's going to get a lot of great pitches. And for the NL,
I know now why they call you Positive J.
Yes.
Wow. Wow, what a finish.
That's why when you guys asked for Rookie of the Year earlier, I was like, we don't have any rookies. How am I going to pick
you can go Bazzana if you want to, but I don't know when he's going to get there.
So for the NL, we're going to go with, let's go with Mookie Betts. He gets back there and steals it away from his teammate.
He's going to put the weight back on?
Yeah. 23 pounds.
Is a lot.
Yeah.
How about you, Gab?
Okay, so for my MVP, I don't know if this is going to be a hot or spicy take, but I think Vlad is going to have a big year.
I think so.
I think Vlad is going to have a really big year. Now, I don't know if that's going to be big enough year to win MVP, because Jose Ramirez is going to go off and go insane and probably steal that from him. But if it's not Jose, I'm going to say Vlad.
Hey, that's a good the name that you mentioned, because Vladdy have through 12 o'clock to 9. Not Vladdy, Toronto, to decide if they're going to sign him or not. 12 o'clock to 9 is going to have the opportunity Toronto to sign one of the biggest superstars. If not, I think he's going to walk to see all the things. That's going to be crazy.
Yeah, he's going to walk to a bigger bank, and I'm sure there's one available.
Yes.
We got enough money, right?
Oh, yeah, Vlad, come on down. We'll pay you. Right.
We bring it here.
For the National League, I can't go without saying Shohei Ohtani. Like, it's going to be Shohei Ohtani. The man is pitching. The man is hitting. The man is probably going to win World Series MVP, maybe, unless we steal that from him.
Yes.
Shohei Ohtani.
Well, good one. Let's go for Cy Young. I go with Cy Young. I go with Static Cobal. I think he's going to do it again. This guy been showing, he haven't slowed down. I watched him in spring training. He still have his way to go through there. So I believe he's going to do it. Paul Skin.
Yep.
Paul Skin, if he don't get hurt, that I hope that he stay healthy, I think he's going to have an unbelievable year. Now he's amazing. He's amazing. Watching pitch is very special.
Yeah, he's an incredible pitcher. For me, I am going to go with Garrett Crochet.
Hey!
With the Red Sox. I think that's a great
one.
addition for the Red Sox.
Yes.
I think he's going to be pretty good for the Red Sox.
If
he's
he
going to
do
help
that, the rest will go to the playoffs.
They'll be going, yeah. And then for the National League, I'm going with Corbin Burns.
That's a good one. Arizona, that's a team that might go to the World Series. And I've been saying that here today for you guys.
They're good. They're good. They're a good little team.
One of the best starting pitchers in the game. Right?
For my NL, I'm going to go with Scooble. That dude is just unbelievable. Like, he might finish as like one of the top 5 greatest pitchers ever. He's got that kind of stuff. And from the AL, come on, guys. I'm going to pick Galvin Williams. He's going to have a breakout year. And he's going to win the Cy Young. Because that's all we do. I think we have like a 3D printer somewhere.
We have a pitching factory.
Where we just print up Cy Young winners.
Yeah.
Left and right.
Wow. Cody Kluber, Shane Bieber, and Gavin Williams. We
Wow.
are going rakata.
Okay, but like, what about
this?
Wow,
I love it.
Like, they're gonna announce the awards, and they're gonna have to give out 2 trophies because they're gonna have to give one to Tanner Bybee and Gavin Williams.
Wow, it's gonna be Tanner Bybee. Wow, what a contract, huh?
Yeah, what a contract. Should we talk about that too?
Beautiful contract that he have. I think this guy's been the man for our team. He did a great job. And, the last 2 years in the big leagues, he's been the man. He every time he show up, he put the numbers. So that's why, he go to every star. He go through there. He give us almost 200 innings. I believe that was a great job by the ownership.
It was such a Mark or John Hart signing too.
Yes,
that is from the John Hart handbook. Sign the guys when they're young, when they still want a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, so congrats Tanner Bybee, and we have Cleveland Guardians baseball starting very soon for you guys. So thanks for hanging out with us again. This is the Carlos Baerga Show.
We just had Kenny Lofton. You watch it today. Next week is going to be another Hall of Famer. Be ready. Carlos Baerga Show.